Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas was released in 1999, and quite honestly, having watched this just for the first time for this series, I'm a little sad that this is not talked about more, considering the fact that it's basically an anthology movie. It tells three separate shorts with the connection being Christmas, and it's narrated by Kelsey Grammer. But I'm a little sad that this movie isn't as revered as it is because I thought this was very good. Like I said, this movie is made up of three separate shorts. They're called features. Donald Duck is Stuck on Christmas, A Very Goofy Christmas, and Mickey and Minnie's Gift of the Magi. And I like all three, but number two is my favorite. I'll break each of them down. The first one is Donald Duck is Stuck on Christmas, and it basically follows Huey, Dewey, and Louie having a great Christmas and wishing that it never ended, and it repeated over and over and over again, which does indeed happen. I think the best way that I can describe this feature is the Donald Duck version of the film Groundhog Day. It's literally the same thing, even down to them regretting the decision, causing all kinds of havoc, regretting the havoc that they do in fact cause, and then slowly turning towards the good side with a very nice ending and the cycle eventually breaking. Even though I knew exactly what was going to happen, I still had a lot of fun with this special. And if you're a Donald Duck fan, all the guys are here. Donald, Huey, Dewey, Louie, even Scrooge McDuck makes an appearance. So that was really cool. My favorite of these three is the next one, A Very Goofy Christmas, where Max is told by Pete, because Pete is a tool, that there is no Santa Claus, and Max is very down about that, and Goofy, because he's the best, tries to prove that there is indeed a Santa. Like I said, this was my favorite of the three, because quite honestly, this just made me feel really good inside. And honestly, I don't know why Goofy isn't talked about in like the great all-time dads in pop culture, because Goofy is he's just the best father. Except for my father. Love you, Dad. And it's a bit of a weird twist of fate because it starts out with Goofy trying to prove to Max that there is a Santa, but then something happens to where Goofy starts to doubt, and then the roles reverse. It's a very nice dynamic, and honestly, Goofy and Max, they're just great together. They really are. My one small hang-up, and really considering that I'm thinking about this so much in Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, is a bit weird, but it just stuck out in my head. This special came out in 1999. A Goofy movie came out in 1995. 4 years from now, apparently, Max got younger, because in a Goofy movie, he was in high school. And in this special, it looks like Max is in, at best, middle school. So I don't know what that was all about, but nevertheless, it was my favorite of the three, and it was a fantastic piece of business. And also, Pete gets his, yay for that. And then the final one is Mickey and Minnie's Gift of the Magi. And this is a story that I have seen play out before, and I know the story of the Gift of the Magi from O. Henry, so I knew exactly what was going to happen. But I still like the story, and overall it had a very nice message of it's not about the gifts that count, it's the thought that you put into those gifts that counts, and the love that you have for your loved ones, because material things come and go. It's the love that you have with each other that truly counts. So it's a fantastic special. If I had to rank them, it would be A Very Goofy Christmas, Mickey and Minnie's Gift of the Magi, and Donald Duck is Stuck on Christmas. But they're all great in their own ways. I know there is a sequel, Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, and I will definitely get to there when I get there. But overall, if you've never seen Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's all on Disney Plus, and it's just over an hour. It's an hour and 6 minutes long, so it's a very quick watch. But what it lacks in runtime, it more than makes up for in heart and just overall good feelings.